Alright, we're back. So... Oh, ignore that. I was just kind of reminiscing about what I had just pulled off earlier today. Anyways, I made a separate video on that in case you want to see that in a moment. So, I got Vim to level 3. I have Poen out with me this time, just in case I want to level him. I also do need to do a few more world quests for the bounty, but the important part is that I got this ready to go because I took a look and we are in the second of a 3-part quest chain in Najatar. And the end of the second portion is the clearing out the cache parts, which will allow us to continue the war campaign. So, let's now go ahead and continue.
I proudly serve as Regent Lord.
Excellent work. Your efforts have helped us rebuild our supplies and gained our friends some much-needed combat experience. They have entrusted us with this item, which appears to be quite magical. I cannot harness the power, but perhaps your Heart of Azeroth can. Take it. May it do us some good in this strange place.
So I'll be able to head back quickly to the wound, the Heart Forge, so I can be able to switch that out and try that out.
There's no telling what awaits us within this land. We cannot press forward without first knowing exactly what we are up against. Although our new allies have suffered greatly at the hands of the Naga, their hardships will not be in vain. The Kelvin should have invaluable knowledge of Ajara's forces. With their help, we might be able to learn more about how our enemies operate. Speak with Neri and see what insight she can provide.
If we are to push further into Ajara's realm and obtain the Tidestone, we will need to know the lay of the land.
Okay, before we do that, I'm going to head to the Heart Forge. And see what I can do about this new essence. Essence!
Something has spooked one of the Brutusos, sending it into a panic.
Ah! I picked the wrong portal. I'm a portal hopper. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Aki, this is like, my portals are not toys.
It's too far away.
Okay. Oh. Calic? There we go. Alright, so now that switches out. So now I have Memory of Lucid Dreams. Clear your mind and tune yourself, increasing your Maelstrom generation by 100% for 12 seconds. And spells and abilities now have a chance to refund 50% of the Maelstrom spent and heal you for 9,000. I really like that. Oh, that's right. I forgot to clear that out. That was from when I was helping someone do the Blood Infusion quest for Shadowmourne. Caligos.
We will rise to any challenge.
The Green Dragonflight calls for aid. The Emerald Dream.
I was like, wait, what? Wait a minute. This isn't that quest from Legion, is it? I hope not. Though, you guys know the Power Within one, where he just kept showing up at your order hall like, oh, hello, can you help them out in Najara and do these raids and such? Ugh. Do this stuff on Mythic. Ugh. Calic, go away. Which they may have watched for eons, have been invaded by the terrible creatures of the void.
Merithra of the Dream is attempting to combat the threat, but she cannot do so alone. If you seek to empower the heart of Azeroth with the strength of the green dragonflight, then you must first help her save it. Meet her at the Temple of Elune in Val'Sharah and assist her however you can.
Good luck. Since the passing of Ysera, the Green Flight has been in turmoil. Seek out Merithra in the Temple of Elune in Val'Sharah. She can guide you in how best to aid them.
I believe Merithra is actually Ysera's daughter. Of course, he won't offer to teleport me like Ebonhorn did. Nope. Alright, fine, I'll just Hearth Dalaran.
Hello.
Alright, let's see.
Good luck.
Ooh, we get to fly there on my Black Drake. I haven't used this in a long time. By the way, speaking of Black Drake mounts, I have seen the news regarding what we have to do for the 15th anniversary event to get the mount that's going to look like Deathwing. I'm really excited about that. I like the idea behind that. So, for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, there was an article saying that Blizzard has decided what we have to do in order to acquire the mount that looks a lot like Deathwing. The challenge is going to be we have to... Now, they said it's going to be 3 separate wings of three bosses each. And I'm wondering how that's going to work. Is it going to be available to use in Raid Finder? Because I really hope that's the case. I think that would actually end up making things kind of easier. Keep in mind, this is going to probably be like in Time Walking, where we are going to get regulated to face them at like even level. I'm guessing. But they said that in order for us to acquire the mount, we are going to have to do a 15th anniversary event where we face 3 bosses per expansion, which is going to be Burning Crusade, Wrath, and Cataclysm. So from Burning Crusade, we're going to face Lady Vosh, Kael'thas, and not Illidan, but Archimonde from Battle for Mount Hyjal. Well, at least we don't have to go through the whole, Horde mode portion just to get to Archimonde. So at least there's that. From Wrath, we're going to face Kel'Thuzad. We are going to face Anub'arak. And, of course, the Lich King. Now, from Cataclysm, we're going to have to face Nefarian, Cho'Gall, and Ragnaros. I love this idea, this concept. Us being able to just go in and just straight up fight classic bosses from the past in more modern times to get a very cool mount. I love this idea. As long as we don't have to deal with things like the trash on those raids, it's just the bosses, it said. So I'm really hoping that's going to be the case, that we can just be able to just simply...
If only you were here to guide me.
Huh. The daughter of Ysera. Yep. So this... Huh. So she has a night elf model with a couple of horns on top. You could almost think that maybe she was a demon hunter with the horns, but the fact that she's a dragon, it also makes sense in that regard. So,
I've got your back,
Tell me
Archdruid.
of your dreams.
Thank you for coming, champion. My mother once placed her trust in mortals, and I find that I must call upon them once again. I simply do not know how to fight this battle on my own. We have little time, so I will be brief.
The Emerald Dream is under attack. The shadows of the void are on the rise, and not even the dream is beyond their reach. Many of my kin have already been slain, and still more are at risk. We must enter the Dreamway and save what remains of my dragonflight before it is too late. Whatever is left of them, right?
We must enter the Dreamway before the rest of my flight is lost. Speak to me when you are ready.
I'm ready.
Hello, champion.
Oh, I should have picked the "Who are you?" dialogue option. Just see what she says.
What would you ask of me?
Now, why would I ask, where is Ysera? I fear that even if Azeroth is saved, my brothers and sisters of the Green Dragonflight are doomed. Still, we do everything in our power to help save our world. So, we have a lot of void haunts here. Void creatures. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Drained emerald drakes. Oh my gosh, they're killing them. Or they have killed them. The void is consuming us. Kaligos tells me that you seek the power of the dragonflights in its most essential form. There may be something here that can help you. Fragments of our latent power have coalesced here in the dream. They are scattered about the Dreamway, where my kin have fallen. Within the dream, you should be able to wield those fragments in their raw state.
Rest. Fragments of the Emerald Flight's power lie scattered across the Dreamway, where my kin have fallen into eternal sleep.
Is that Jennifer Hale? I didn't pick it up on it at first, but now that I've heard her talk more, I think that's Jennifer Hale. The Green Dragonflight cannot stop this tide of void creatures on our own, not with our reduced strength. Please, lend us your might and drive them from the Dreamway before they can enter the waking realm.
Is it time to go already?
Now, of course, if we were on my druid, this would be like, I got this. I mean, after all, I'm always... You know, spending time in the dream, doing stuff involving the dream. After I took out the Emerald Nightmare. I got this. For my shaman, however, this is a little new. I mean, of course, he helped out in Val'Sharah, but getting to go into the Dreamway, not a very common thing for him. Come on, come over here. I didn't say get over here because I saved that for my Death Knight. Because of Death Grip. That's when I go, get over here! I hope these guys don't respawn. Ooh.
It's too far away.
Cathius? and Valithra Dreamwalker.
Hello.
The void assaults us as we sleep. Those who it ensnares may never wake again. They can only be roused by powerful magic native to our dragonflight. The shards that have formed near our fallen kin may be exactly what is needed. If we succumb to slumber in the void, we will be lost forever. Please, aid
Good luck,
us.
friend.
There's one of them I need to wake. Oh no. Empowered while holding emerald shards. Increases damage done by 5%. And healing for 1% total health every 5 seconds. This effect stacks. Can wake sleeping green dragons. And that is a buff that I currently have right now. Emerald Empowerment.
No, no, it is not yet my time. You have my thanks.
Oh, there's one I missed over there. And over there. Why is it not tracking them? Come on, where's the last one? There's one down there. And I'm pretty sure that is where Carcarius is. Yep, there he is right there. Or she. Alright, I'll grab it afterwards. For now, I'm gonna get my boys out.
The void is inevitable. Let me rest.
I like the green trail I'm giving off from the buff that I have. You guys want to help me? No? You gonna let me do all the work? Alright, fine.
Tell me of your dreams.
Have you collected the shards? This power once belonged to my flight, passed down through my mother when she was empowered by the Titan Aeonar. If you are to use it to help save our world, then we must first bind these fragments together. Thank you. With fewer of those void creatures about, we can attempt to secure the Dreamway. Carcarius and Thessera, too? I never thought... It saddens me terribly that someone choose to die instead of fight. This life may be fraught with hardship, but it is the only one that we have. I'm grateful that you tried to save them, even if they were not willing to be saved. These shards can only do so much in their current state, but they are broken and scattered, not unlike my kin. We must bring them together. Let us go deeper into the Emerald Dream. I know of a place where we can reforge the shards into a dragon scale. With it, you can empower the heart of Azeroth with the essence of my dragonflight. We must go to the ancient heart of the dream, where my mother once rested. Speak with me when you are ready to delve deeper.
May your dreams be peaceful.
Oh boy. Grip of Horror. This... Yep. This is the area at the end of the Emerald Nightmare raid. That is where we would exit after defeating Xavius. Xavius' body would be right there. And we would come out here. And this is where Cenarius was like, "Well done, heroes. You have defeated the Nightmare." Yeah. And right over there is where her mother, Ysera, would point us to the void entity that was in that cave, which Xalatath was able to say something very interesting about.
What would you ask of me?
The extent of the corruption is more dire than I thought. My mother used to love this place, and now it withers within the void's grasp.
Oh.
It is as I feared. We cannot fuse the shards together until the void has been driven from this place. Quickly strike down these aberrations. I suspect that the source of the corruption will not sit idle in response. Destroy all the grips of horror, and then the void horror. Something dark and disturbing lies in wait. It must be destroyed. 1,000 artifact power. Nice.
My mother used to seek respite here. The void threatens to engulf everything she loved. This is my fault. I should have done something to stop it sooner.
This is not your fault, Marithra. I hate that she is just being extremely hard on herself right now. There's no need for that at all. Is it still there? Ooh. Something is there in its place. Ancient Rest. Right here. This is where it was. Ancient Roots? Hold on. The quest is not tracking. There we go. Remnant of the Void. Drops of void linger on the petals. Again, that is pretty much the item that was at the end of the Emerald Nightmare raid. Or what's left of it. And it was such a, like, oh my goodness. Especially, as I said, with any other character, it was just kind of like, oh man, what's this? But only if you came here with your Shadow Priest and with Xalatath did she, like, pep up and say something about it. Which was, like, very, like, oh my gosh.
There, champion.
Is that so?
The source of the corruption. Destroy it!
You got it. I'm popping everything. Let's go. Everything except Bloodlust. Alright, you know what? Maybe I should. Yep. This guy seems to be pretty rough. Ah! Oh my gosh, that damage.
Hello, champion.
To think something so dark, so terrible, festered here for this long. We are truly lost. You need to get a confidence boost, Marithra. Like, you have got to get like a pep talk. I can't believe I'm saying this, but where's Malfurion? Or Cenarius? Where are one of those guys where they can be like, I don't know, just give her some kind of pep talk or something. They're not the best choices, you know, honestly, but, I mean...
May your dreams
Just
be
saying.
peaceful.
All that remains is to throw the emerald fragments that you collected into the lake. I will use my power to bind them together. If this works, they will be reforged into a powerful dragon scale that you can use to empower the heart of Azeroth. I believe that my mother would be pleased that some of our power will go towards saving the world. I hope she will be proud of us. The Dreamglow Dragon Scale, Rank 2. Major power. Concentrated flame now burns the target for an additional 75% of the damage or healing done over 6 seconds. Angel Flame now does an additional 25% damage or healing. Huh. So this empowers the other ability I already had.
Let's throw the shards into the lake, champion. I will attempt to fuse them with the flames of the green dragonflight.
I cannot! My strength is not enough! Dragons of the Emerald Flight! If hope still lives within you, lend me your aid! It is done. Thank you, all of you.
These are all named NPC green dragon flights. You notice that? They're all named. These are not generic green dragons. These are all... named characters.
What would you ask of me?
I will say, it looks like... she looks like her dragon form is kind of like a generic green dragon form. I mean, there are maybe a couple of differences, like the, you know, what's under her neck. That. But she doesn't necessarily have a unique form, or at least that much of a unique form, you know, compared to her mother's dragon form, which was a very unique type of dragon model. These waters may no longer be tainted by the void, but the green dragonflight must remain vigilant lest it ever return. You hold the coalesced power of the Green Dragonflight in your hands. I trust that you will use it well. There is nothing more that you can do for us here, champion. You have the power that you sought, and the Emerald Dream is fighting back against the Void. Bring this dragon scale back to Magni and the others. I will meet you in the Chamber of Heart to help infuse it into the heart of Azeroth. As for my flight, our long vigil must continue, or we will be lost to the Void. Are we starting to see the end of the Green Dragons? I really hope not.
I will make my way to the Chamber of Heart. It is time for the Green Dragonflight to aid in Azeroth's defense.
Hello, champion. Rest well.
Tell me of your dreams. Is
Alright,
it
so
time to
nothing
go
really interesting.
already?
Just kind of a recap, I guess, for players who don't know who this is or didn't do the Val-Shara quest chain back in Legion. Alright, I'll just go ahead and recall back to the Great Seal, and then we'll take the portal to the Wound.
Something has spooked one of the Brutusos, sending it into a panic.
Not now, Lodi.
Hello, champion.
This place is incredible, and I am proud to stand with the other dragonflights in defense of Azeroth. Let us hope that this essence will turn the tide in our favor.
May your dreams be peaceful. Though we have suffered great losses, the Green Dragonflight remains steadfast in our duty to Azeroth. May this gift
Power up!
honor the memories of those who came before us.
Alright, so yeah, it basically ups the rank of the previous power that I had going. Huh. Okay. Alright.
Well met!
Alright, well, I guess what I'll do is now we will head back to Najatar and continue the questline there to continue progressing our way down in the war campaign. State? No. So I will meet you guys back in Najatar. Stay tuned.